busy day back in the First Alert 5 Weather Center. Bree, trying to comb through all this information, make sure our viewers are prepared for the incoming storm. And I got to say, this is a very tricky storm system. Snow levels going to hover around 5,500 feet. Now, below that, there could be some snow that mixes in overnight, but I think accumulations will be above that height, with the highest amounts up above maybe 6,500 to 7,000 feet. Timing could see a few early snow showers around the lunch hour. The bulk of the snow expected to fall from late this afternoon into very early Thursday morning. And I think areas that see the most would be Teller County and the Palmer Divide. These areas can expect snow-covered roads with as much as 2 to 7 inches of accumulation into tomorrow morning. For Colorado Springs, maybe up to an inch or two on the north and west sides of town. That'll lead to some slushy roads for that commute by tomorrow morning. Worst travel times again late tonight into very early Thursday. Now, we are under winter weather advisories for the Central Mountains, also parts of the Saguache Range down into northern Fremont County, Teller County, western parts of El Paso County. Highest amounts will be in the high country with as much as 5 to 10 inches of base building snow in the forecast. Let's get to that snow accumulation map locally. We talked about the challenges. Here's what I think based on that challenging forecast. Again, in the Springs, down south, maybe a trace, maybe no accumulation at all, but some areas north side of town could see an inch or two. 2 to 4 inches in Ride, 2 to 4 inches in Westcliff. Mostly a rain event in Pueblo, so I'm not expecting accumulations here. 4 to 7 in Teller County around Woodland Park and Cripple Creek, and less than an inch for our friends up in the Denver metro area. All right, if you're just joining us this morning, that's sort of the lowdown and the scoop on the approaching storm. Now let's get you caught up on those current out-the-door temperatures. 46 in Pueblo, 41 in Canyon City, 41 in the Springs, 28 in Woodland Park. Here's the timing of the system. Watch this. Initial wave of energy with the cold front drops in around the lunch hour. Strong north winds associated with that front, so there could be a quick burst of maybe some heavier snow, parts of Teller County, northern El Paso County, and then we'll wait for the rest of the energy and the rest of the moisture to fill in as we head towards the late afternoon to evening hours. And I think probably prime time for snow here in the Springs, anytime after about 4 o'clock through about 11 or midnight. That's when we'll see the bulk of the snow here. You can see as we make our way into the overnight hours, snow already clearing from north to south, and by around sunrise tomorrow morning, just a few lingering flurries down across the southern I-25 corridor. All right, take a look at those highs today. They'll be down around 25 to 30 degrees, and it's going to be windy as well, so these temps could actually feel colder than what the forecast or maybe your phone app would indicate. Further cooling expected on Thursday, and the reason I put a storm impact scale 2 out of 5 is due to the fact that we could see some slushy commute conditions, especially on the north side of town, up across maybe Manitou Springs and into the Ute Pass. Take a look at those temperatures tomorrow, only into the 40s, so much cooler than what we saw earlier in the week. Recover to around 50 on Friday, 55 expected for your Saturday and Sunday. For Pueblo, quick hitting system here, more rain than anything else, but maybe some flurries mixing in to the overnight hours early tomorrow morning. By Veterans Day, recovering with a high of 61. For Canyon City, pretty minimal impacts here, maybe an inch in and around town, especially up in the hills on the west side of town. 55 on Friday, 58 Saturday, up near 60 by Sunday. Woodland Park, here's where we see some of the bigger impacts with that winter weather advisory in effect through early tomorrow morning, drying out with some snowmelt sunshine in the forecast this weekend.